Hey guys, welcome back to After Hours. It is literally after hours. Mike just got off work and I just got done bush hogging. So over here we're on part 2 of this install, trying to get our bell housing dialed in. Neither one of us knew that was a thing until we read the book, but it's clear as mud, so we're going to proceed. Should be good. Should be interesting. Probably a phone call to service here soon. Master of the crankshaft, ain't you?
Do not install to any portion which might slip or move while testing. It moved 1,000th yet. Thing's hard to turn, ain't it?
It's just, I'm going to slip off and fillet my hand open.
Ooh, we're about 5,000ths right now.
Off already?
We're about 5,000ths. We ain't there yet.
Haven't even went all the way around, have we? We're not even close yet, are we?
We went over halfway.
Oh, good.
There's a full turn right there. There, I mean, it was...
We're going by our instruction manual.
And pure expertise and
Yeah.
experience.
We're waiting on a phone call back from the service department. Silverline does have, or Silver Sport seems to have pretty good customer service, but they were busy. It looks like we're within spec. We're going to probably, before we proceed, we'll probably wait to hear back from that guy, just double check. Because if you get this wrong, you void your warranty, and we don't want to void our warranty. Pretty sure specs is 5 1,000ths, and Cody said we never went over 5, so that's what
We flirted with it.
we were close, but we didn't go over it. So that's what we want to hear. That's good. While we're waiting on that guy to call back, we're going to get the transmission out. We got test shift it, make sure everything works in it, put fluid in it, I think.
It spins in neutral real good. Like a fucking boss.
Should turn okay?
It turned, I don't know.
Be 10,000 total, so when you run the indicator around, make sure it stays connected, stays in contact with the bell housing, and then zero it out somewhere and run it again around one more time and find out what the highest reading is. And if that highest reading is 10,000ths or less, you're good.
Okay, so we never got over 5 1,000ths, so I mean we're good then, right?
Right.
What, using a socket to push that bearing in?
Yeah.
Best way to
Probably
do it.
longer than anybody that'll bitch about it.
I doubt it.
That's a heavy motherfucker right there.
What is? Oh, that flywheel? She's pretty. Are we supposed to wear gloves when we did this or something?
Yeah, just don't get it greasy. Big thing, we'll have to wipe it off probably.
Oh, you want some bolts on you?
That'd be preferable.
I thought you just told it.
Is there any washers? Or no? Probably not.
Repeat.
My warranty's 30 feet or 30 years, whatever comes first.
30 years, I hope.
Either way, I should be in the clear.
Old girl looked pretty good, 80 years old, still doing burnouts. Now we kind of forgot we didn't have any Loctite, so I'd like to thank Kyle Hurls, neighbor. He had some Loctite and saved the project, so
Kept it rolling.
kept her rolling. We're getting the clutch in here. This kit did come with a clutch alignment tool, so that was kind of handy. Yeah, it's given pretty good step-by-step instructions so far. So. I mean, I guess I'd prefer you not drop it, so probably just go ahead and get them in there. Now you want to make sure to cross-thread these, right, so they don't come out?
Yes, that makes them stick a little better.
Yeah. Hear that, folks? Definitely cross-thread them. Sarcasm. Sarcasm. Starting to look more like the transmission, and we're running out of parts, so that's good. We're just debating on how many extra parts we'll have. Let's know what you guys think, how many we're going to have. I'm going with at least 4 extra bolts. What do you think, Cody?
At least. I'd say Barney Baker's dozen will do it.
Baker's dozen. Again, as with the first part of this installation, this is entertainment purposes only. Having some issues getting the starter back in. Yep, we've definitely hit a snag. That starter does not fit in there at all. Stand by for, I guess tomorrow. All right, it's next day, just getting back to it. Had to get in our starter. Looks like we had to get a gear reduction starter. It's a little bit shorter, a little bit less clearance. Hopefully that'll fit. Transmissions don't come with oil, so you got to make sure you properly lube them. We don't want to do this again in like a couple of hours after we get it running. Think it lasts a couple hours? Got to get our handy dandy, trusty rusty Harbor Freight transmission jack special in full operation. It says never let us down. I've used it one time, take a transmission out, so it's got a 100% success rating. Cue the dramatic music. I'm thinking the music from like Star Wars or Indiana Jones.
I was thinking like Rocky.
Oh yeah.
Or Indiana Jones.
Oh, okay. So it's in that hole.
That's lined up. I wonder about the rest of it.
Now you said this is where we pulled in with bolts, right?
This is where you pull it in, right here.
Sarcasm,
So you
folks.
just pull it right from right there.
Sarcasm. Still finished getting it lined up, but we're getting there. Baby steps. Baby steps. This is where it pays to have a buddy who's an actual mechanic. Right now, what we're trying to get is the input shaft lined up with the pilot bearing, and kind of just a shot in the dark, really, isn't it?
Pretty much.
We got our throwout bearing on the input shaft, so once we get that pilot bearing to seat, we should line up pretty good then, wouldn't it? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well, we've been fighting this thing for quite a while. Turned to our instruction books, and there was a little note that said if you get the thing a half-inch away from lining or seating fully into the bell housing, you gotta hit the clutch pedal a couple times. So that's what we're gonna do now. Only problem is we gotta install the clutch pedal. Hey guys, this is the next day. Big Mike and me hit a snag putting this transmission in. Transmission keeps getting stuck on the pilot bearing. We don't have it in yet. I think last clip I've recorded, I said that we had to hit the clutch while we were pushing it. That was not the case. Luckily, I had called customer service before I'd done that, because apparently if I would have done that, I would have screwed up that throwout bearing. That was only if you had manual linkage, so if you're doing this, do not do that. But, I'm gonna mess just a little bit this morning. Probably should be working right now, but this is just bugging me. So, let's see what we can do real quick. Well, you should be turning the transmission. We should be on the clutch. But the trans is in first gears.
Should put a higher gear.
Well, maybe it's third. I don't know. It's whatever we could get to.
Turning?
Yeah.
Huh?
Turn it again. Yeah.
Well, that's...
It turned. Well, we're back to working on this car again. This video's going to take like 4 days, but I missed it on camera, but we finally got the transmission in the car. I got to put the cross member in and do some other things, but that part of this project by far took the longest.
That was the most painful thing ever.
Yeah, it was not fun. I mean, Cody works on heavy equipment periodically, and you say this is probably the worst trouble you've ever
That's
had?
the worst I've ever had getting one lined up.
Yeah, we ended up having to take the bell housing out of it, putting it on the transmission on the ground, and then jacking it up. Got a whole lot of clearance, and but yeah, now we're moving on. Alright, we got the cross member in, getting ready to get the drive shaft ready, and hopefully get it in without a hitch. Alright, we got this new drive shaft just to help break it in. we're gonna grab it right here and swing around in circles a whole bunch, and we're gonna bash it off a tree. Just kind of get a couple pre-used dents in it. That's what we want, right?
Yeah, that's kind of the goal.
Custom. Sarcasm. But it'd have to
I mean,
move.
it depends on what you're doing, I guess.
It wouldn't have to move, so like when your car flexes.
Yeah, it has to have some.
Yeah. Well, that's why this is basically just on a.
Yeah, that's why it's stretched out a little bit. Yeah.
Well, we were very close. We both had to leave, but basically what we got to do is put the exhaust in it and finish hooking up that clutch pedal, and that's pretty much it. Car's just about ready to go. Obviously, we got to make sure everything's going to work on it, but definitely getting there. I'm glad we got that transmission. All right, we're back to working on the car. Been a few days since we've been back here. County Fair was last week. That's top priority, so hopefully we can get this buttoned up today. We did have an issue with one of the heater hoses, so I'm not sure what we're going to get into with that, but barring that thing being destroyed, we might be able to get this finished up good. One thing I don't know, the only way I can see to do it, I don't know if we're doing it right, but neutral safety switch on this transmission's right back here on the tail end of it. It had a connector, but it's not the connector that connects to the car, so we're just splicing in there. I don't know any other way to go about it. It's kind of one thing that surprised me. This kit's for a '67 Camaro. I thought that, you know, maybe that would have been that had it wired up for that. We also got to tie in the reverse lights the same way. So, oh well.
Put it back in the hole and plug it in or whatever.
I guess I forgot to film some, but we've got everything done but bleeding the hydraulic clutch throwout bearing, but yeah, other than that, it's done. And in the morning I'm going to change the oil in it, and when Cody gets off work, we're going to take it for a spin. Right, me and George are going to finish this car up this morning. Hopefully, we'll see. You what?
I said nothing.
Yeah.
I said nothing.
Lots of legroom.
You got any clutch pedal? Well, I really don't know how to bleed this damn thing. Are you ready?
I think so.
You got it down? Hold it down.
Well, it's time to put up all the tools, drop the car down, put the seat in, and take it for a test drive. This scares me. You know, I think this car is pretty much ready for a test run. And as you can maybe hear, probably can't, man, there's too much light coming in, but it's pouring rain down, so I'm not going to test it right now. I'm a farmer, so I'm very grateful for this rain. It's been pretty dry here for the last 2-3 weeks, so definitely need that. We can drive the car later. Moment of truth, here she goes. Big Mike's gonna pull her, he's gonna do the honors, pull her off her. Nothing? Oh. Hey guys, welcome back to After Hours. Guess what? It's finally time to take this baby for a test drive. Thought we were going to the other night. Had some starter issues. Ends up we had the starter in the wrong position, but got that moved. Had to make a slight modification to the starter, but we're good to go now, so let's take this thing for a spin. It seems to be driving good. As much as I would love to do a nice big smoky burnout, that was not advised for 500 miles. So we're gonna drive it, you know, pretty tame. Alright, I'm really liking this so far. You know, anytime I do anything like this, I always have that little bit of doubt, like, did I get everything together right? Is something going to burn or break down the first maiden voyage? So, getting my confidence, I guess, with it, but yeah, I'm definitely pretty happy. Shift's great. Everything seems to be moving great on it, so, I was telling George on the phone, I was like, I've never drove a car with a 410 rear end and a stick shift, and it'll take a little bit to get used to, a little jumpy, which is awesome. Can't wait till it's broke in. It's going to be a blast. But yeah, the Silver Sport kit was fairly simple. One major tweak I would make in it that I thought was kind of a pain in the butt was the kit is basically made to where you can buy the transmission and it has instructions to throw that transmission in there, or you can buy other components for it. Like I bought the hydraulic clutch conversion kit, so you had an instruction book for that. I just wish that everything was in one book so you didn't have to keep going back and forth. That was my main gripe, I guess. I mean, you'd be putting stuff in the car and then you'd find out that you missed a step because it was in the other book, which I thought was kind of a pain in the butt, but overall it went pretty smooth. Couldn't done without Big Mike. He was a huge help. But yeah, it was a fun project. See what else we can do to this thing, but yeah, I'm gonna enjoy it for a while first. Guys, thanks for watching. Sorry this video skipped around so much. Really, me and Big Mike weren't really able to work on it a whole lot at any one given time, just a couple hours here and there. So bear with us on that. We'll try to refrain from that in the future. And yeah, really enjoyed this project. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and we'll see what else we can get into on the After Hours channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.